Hello. Alright. Hello, welcome. Hello. Welcome. It's about my 5th attempt. So, happy 4th of July. It's about 11 o'clock at night. And I was going to make a video while I was doing these brakes on a 2018 Kia. But I had to wait it out because my neighborhood sounds like World War III. I live in the country, surrounded by pretty young volunteer firemen. And they seem to get bigger stuff than most regular people. It's finally started to die down a little bit. I really couldn't even do a video before. It was just too nuts. And fortunately, everybody's pretty far apart. I mean, they're far enough away where I couldn't really even see them. But I already got started. You know, the first big obstacle with these brakes is the big Phillips head screw that holds the rotors on. That can be challenging. I stripped out more than a few of those in my day, but since I found a technique using a manual impact, I've been getting them all out. I've yet to get skunked since using the manual impact. Definitely something good to have. I've got it in the different drives, you know, and when you whack it, it's got a spring in there and it kind of turns itself. And you also, I put a lot of force into it while I'm whacking it, so between the spring turning and my own force, it works really well. I started doing that a lot at my job, getting out screws that the machine operator stripped. They'd be setting up their machines 10 times a day. They strip stuff out left and right. I got most of what I need out there already because I was rocking and rolling. I think what else? Instead of busting out jack stands, what I'll do is when I pop the tire off, I'll just slide the tire underneath. Now if it slides off the jack, it just land on the tire. I do that always, no matter what, pretty much. Yeah, these can be a pain in the butt. Those manual impacts are pretty cheap. They're not very expensive. Definitely super good to have. As long as you got the room for it, be able to swing a hammer at it. I think I'm good for what I might need. I'll probably have to make 10 trips back in here, but jump cut. Yeah, I'll attempt to do some brakes and rotors. My 2018 Kia Sportage, I think it is. Oh, I gotta get a light. I forgot my light. Or did I? Did I put it somewhere else? Oh. I'd make my motion sick. It has a super study mode, but it only works like if it's very bright light. It's kind of weird. Weird little anomaly. Little quirk. It is crystal clear though, and you use the super study mode. God, is it ever clear? This thing has a very, very good camera. Even my old phone, I just forgot what it was. Samsung Galaxy 8. Alright, yeah. So, where we're at. See, I got the tire thrown under there. Should always do that. First things first, let's see if we can get this caliper broke free. I'm on a wired mic, so I'm probably gonna have to disconnect here. Shit. Not sure what size that is. Millimeter for. Try not to shake it around too much. I'm not even showing. I can't tell you this and this, which are your brake caliper sliding pins, which they do actually. That's what the in and out of the brake action slides on. So you got to make sure they're clean and lubed up when you put them back in. Generally not too tight. You don't want to crank them down to the holy hell. I don't know what the torque specs on it are, but there's not much. One, that hose is right in the way. Need a little extension. If it's long enough. Couldn't get it this straight on because this hose is right there. See the screen to know if I'm in frame or not. Once those are loose, you should be able to pry this caliper backwards or forwards. Now if you're only doing the brake pads, you can you take one pin out the top, we'll say, and you loosen the bottom, and you can just pivot this without removing the whole caliper and just do the brakes like that without pulling the whole caliper off. But since we're doing the rotor and everything, C-clamp. Forgot a screwdriver. So, get a nut. of in case I forget how it goes or something. Or at least I'll have it on video. There's still some meat left on these pads. They're not too bad at all. I thought they'd be totally shot. But these are in pretty good shape, actually. And I'm going to actually leave them right in there for now. And remove the brake caliper bracket. It's like a little toy. Brake caliper bracket usually has, you know, the larger bolts, and they're on there tight as could be. There's one here, one right here. I'm not sure what size they are, but they are always really tight. Might be the same size, which would be weird. That'd be the first time I've ever encountered that, where the brake caliper bracket bolts are the same size as the pins. That's weird. It's really tight. I don't know if it got rust jacked or it's fucked up because of rust on it, but the socket doesn't really want to fit. Tap it on there so it's a really tight fit. These can be a pain in the butt. The whole vehicle moved up a couple inches, it seemed like. Superhuman strength. See if we can get this back off. Since I pounded it on there, it's a little stubborn coming off. Something down the middle. I have to take it into the vise. It's gonna go flying when I lose it. Yep, I have to take it in. Oh, fuck. My knees. Being a mechanic's hard on your body. Still going. those are torqued around the 80 to 90 foot-pound area. Almost the same as your lug nuts. Back myself a little fucking shock tower. It's gonna make things a little tricky. Get yourself into a little trouble because I backed it right into the shock tower. Fortunately, I could reverse it and take it back in a little. But if you were using like a reversible or non-reversible ratcheting wrench, where you got to flip it over to change directions, you could get in trouble. Get yourself stuck. Go pound this out and grab a C-clamp. Why did the bottom one not have... One's got a fucking washer and one don't? How weird is that? Unless it's stuck to it, which it could be. It could very well be just stuck. Let's go pound this out and grab a clamp. Limping. It's good for your knees. To be sure you won't strip out the bolt. If you're worried about stripping it, just get a socket that just barely fits and pound it on there. You won't strip it out that way. C-clamp. See that. We'll get the demonstration after all. Those are notoriously stubborn. Can't tell if I can frame. I wonder if I should flip the camera. As I'm hitting it, I'm also turning it with my hand. Ooh, that one came nice. There's a few tricks to getting these fuckers off when they're stubborn. This is Buffalo, the Rust Belt. They're always stubborn. They never come off. A lot of times even the tires get stuck on. Can't get the tires off. And the first thing I'll do is give it a blaster. Wish I knew what the hell this thing is. It's like there's something inside of there broken off. Once you have the caliper bracket off, what you can do is use something called pusher bolts, which are kind of super handy in certain situations. You don't always have the option or ability of doing it unless you've got, you know, a certain situation. But this is that situation. So you got to get a pretty healthy bolt, not too big, and like 2 washers and 2 nuts. It's going to end up being a long ass video. Most of my good hardware's in the house. Let's see what I come up with out here. I used to have them put aside. Nuts and bolts. There we go. That'll probably work. That should be long enough. Washers. Wouldn't say washers are a necessity. They'll make it a little easier. These aren't the right kind. There's some lock washers. I don't want to use lock washers. Some fatties. Short one, 4 bolts, 4 washers. kind of cool how this works. You got to get your nuts and stuff set up right so they'll be pushing in the right direction. It's hard to explain, but you'll see. Whoa. Still going. There's not room under here. You should be in frame. One's too long, one's too short. Ah, fuck. I forgot to bring a wrench. That's gonna be too small. I don't know. I might have to get a different one. I screwed up. They're different? No way. Son of a bitch. Okay, back to the garage. Damn. Hardware's in the damn house. Good spot for it. This new one is kind of long and has threads the whole way. And I have the nuts to accommodate it. Alright, into the house. Damn. This might work. Yeah, I guess this should do it. Okay. pusher bolts 2.0. Oh, fuck. It's catching the backing plate. Fucking do it crooked. I forgot how to do it. Another wrench. Shit. She's all crooked. Just catching the backing plate. I haven't encountered that before in the past. Could do it at an angle, but you gotta be careful not to mess the threads up because then you can't get it off. I should try maybe a socket. I can't think. spray and wail on it. We don't want to have to do that. What about this? I don't know what the hell that is. It's rubber. Maybe I should try and pull that out of there. It's not even on the rotor. I don't. Maybe it was. Grab that pliers. hardware.